I'm JD, and I just recently got a new job at an elementary school in Gainesville. And I was previously working at Michael's Arts and Crafts store, which was good and bad as far as how difficult it was to be reaching out to my coworkers. There were one or two times where I was able to get a coworker out of work so that we could have like a disciple group and talk about the gospel. But as far as actually at Michael's, it was very difficult to have any conversations with people, just because we all had like our own little section that we would work at, and any conversations that we would have with each other would just be maybe one or two sentences long. So we did have a few one or two sentence spiritual conversations, but it's very difficult to get into the gospel with two sentences. So I was really looking for a new job for a lot of different reasons, but kind of towards the end, on my last day, I decided that I was going to, like all these people that I didn't necessarily get to share the gospel with while I was there, that I would leave them all with kind of a goodbye letter that I did my best to personalize to each person, especially the people that we did have some spiritual conversations with, and we would I would personalize it to the things that we were talking about. But I guess essentially I just kind of shared the gospel with each one of my coworkers. And I guess I kind of figured like, well, I'm not coming back here again, so I guess I might as well. And actually, so I left it there, and I came back a couple weeks later to buy something from the store, and I went back to say hi to my manager, and she was saying how grateful she was for the letter that I left for her, which we didn't really talk about the gospel there or anything, but she was saying, she's like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm even going to frame it and put it on my wall. I was like, oh, cool. So I don't know what that means, but at least it was a good way to sow seeds there. And I got another coworker as well who was telling me that she's not saved, but she has this kind of Bible study with her grandma, and she was telling me that she really wanted to have study the Bible with people her own age. So I'm really excited about getting that started. So yeah.